A bizarre commercial for insurance company AARP, described as one of the most powerful lobbying organizations in the United States, contains a bizarre subliminal message about martial law being declared in America. So first I'll play the commercial at normal audio levels. You'll notice a television news presenter in the background, but you won't be able to quite make out what he's saying. So here's the commercial at normal audio levels. And here's the commercial with the audio levels boosted and a transcript of what is being said by this TV news announcer. So the obvious question is, why is this subliminal message about martial law being declared by the president after an outbreak appearing in a public service announcement for caregiving put out by an insurance company? It has no place whatsoever within the context of the ad. And think about this. This had to be specifically created by the company to appear in this PSA. They couldn't use an actual segment from a TV news broadcast. A, because they would be concerned about copyright, and B, because no such news broadcast exists about the president declaring martial law in America after an outbreak. So they've deliberately put this in, and it's not going to be heard consciously, but it may be picked up subliminally by the viewer. I mean, what the hell is going on here? This is bizarre. And then, of course, we have the involvement of the Ad Council, which is the organisation that distributes these PSAs to be broadcast on television and radio. The Ad Council basically operates as a public relations arm of the US government. And according to history professor Robert Griffith, the Ad Council is now so closely tied at the hip with the White House that it now basically operates as, quote, little more than a domestic propaganda arm of the federal government. So we have PSAs being put out by one of the most influential lobbying groups in America, supported by the Ad Council, which is now operating as a propaganda arm of the US government, talking about the president declaring martial law in America. And this is subliminally embedded into a commercial about caregiving. So is it really any wonder that people are so concerned about martial law when this is happening amidst numerous National Guard, police and military drills across the country, where National Guard troops, US Army and police are training for civil unrest and domestic disorder in America, in anticipation of Jade Helm, the largest nationwide military exercise ever, during which US troops will operate undetected amongst local populations. And even those who dismiss conspiracy theories about martial law and civil unrest, you've got to admit that this is really bizarre. This martial law subliminal has no place within the context of this advert. It had to have been put in there deliberately. Why? Why has this been put in this PSA commercial for AARP, backed by the US government-linked Ad Council? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Check out the other videos, subscribe to the channel. I'm Paul Joseph Watson for Infowars.com.